Hola, hola. Welcome back to the Resupply with me, Guy Next Door.
Me, DK.
And me, Thad.
Bringing you your Day 2 West Coast Tournament Space Marines 5 recap. All the way from Loveland, Colorado. Hello, gentlemen. How we doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's day two.
Yeah.
Day two.
Sure is.
There's been a decent amount of games, decent amount of reffing.
Yeah, it sure has.
Sad. It's already like half over.
Yeah, it's moving very, very quickly. This 4-day tournament stuff is bullshit. I would much rather go for 5. The extra day, like, you're pretty much crippled by the end, but at least, you know, it lasts a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, check back with us on Thursday. We may feel differently, but
Let me just quickly do a go
like,
live.
you know what? That's enough.
Go live. There we go. Boom.
Yeah, so we can probably wait a few minutes for let people maybe come in.
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, we're streaming.
You
Wow.
sure?
Pretty sure. Why?
I don't know. Usually by now we have like somebody telling us that.
I crave interaction and validation.
I do.
Hang on, let me unmute
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Okay, we're on. Cool.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Tucker. Hey, Tucker, can you hear us?
Oh
bro?
no, we're definitely still on Venom Bed.
Yeah, we kicked him the fuck out again. Yeah, so day 2, end of day 2. It was a long day, but a good day.
Good day. A few more injuries than we would have liked.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So, shall we just move right into the standings and then talk about some stat stuff? Or...
Yeah, let's make this quick before my fucking edible kicks in.
I can't read the phone anymore.
All right.
Be another Christmas pod.
Leading the pack, we got Adam and Eves, aka Cedar City, with 40 points. They only dropped one game during round play, so they are decisively the first. Well, not really the first seed, but they're definitely the first into the pool, so to speak. They are dropping all the kids off at the pool.
Apparently.
Is it at our house? Because it certainly smells that way.
Don't leave your chicken out, bro. Loveland A is second in the standings with 34 points by virtue of the fact that they took a game off of Cedar City and also took a game off of us, and we also dropped a game to Chula, so we were down at 32 points, just behind Loveland A. Rounding out the top 4, we had Friends Not Food, aka Chula Vista. They were on 26 points. And then the second half of the brackets, the other pool, is Bakery, aka Loveland B with 16, St. George with 10, Get in the Van, the UK and Than contingent with 6 points.
And Wolfman. Don't forget Wolfman.
And Wolfman. Sorry, Wolfie. And at the bottom of the round standings was Korean Barbecue, aka Loveland C. But there's been some developments after that we'll discuss, because we also started the pool play where we had the top 4 teams, and the bottom 4 teams are now competing to determine exactly where they will be seated in the 1 through 4 and 5 through 8 range.
Very quick thank you for the follow, Yong Sina. That's a great Twitch username. How's your Syracuse 10-10-9 doing? We can go on to that in a minute.
I mean, at the risk of bumping up Cody's ego and switching it to 10-10-10. I mean, I will say, like, again, my litmus test for, well, all right, you're a good player at your home site, but can you do it at another site? But he definitely had some incredibly strong 3-hit games and commander games today.
Yeah.
I think he pulled out a couple of, like, 12Ks, 13Ks, something
Yeah,
like that. So,
he did.
So somebody might have been on the receiving end of 1 or 2 of them. So
2 of them.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good in a nutshell. It's been good to see as well. And hopefully he's having an alright time. Like,
Seems to be.
I think so.
Yeah. I know it's hard, like, when you're traveling from your home site, not with your other players. Boo.
Boo this man.
Yeah, so hopefully he's having a good time. Yeah, we could never forget you, Wolfman. Never. Steve's looking like a whole snack. What does that mean? Do I look fat?
No, it means that you're looking tasty.
Oh.
Snack. That's a banquet dinner, bro.
Oh. I don't get it. You've been loving the 10-9 memes? Steve is a snack? True story. Not a very hydrated snack. It turns out I'm very dehydrated in the mountains.
It's very dehydrated and low in fiber based on how long some people are spending in the bathroom at this tournament.
Oh, goodness. No, actually, it's not a story for the stream.
It is not.
So this one poop. Yeah. But yeah, it was a fun day. How do you guys feel your particular teams went? Let's start with Anne.
So, yeah. So I mean, we have to lead with. I mean, Titch hurt himself, which is not great.
Did he?
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically actually, literally, like I think it was the first game of the day. He ate shit on a ramp.
Oh, I saw that. I was right there with it.
Yeah, sweet. Well, and then like he didn't really think anything of it, or just decided to ignore it.
Yeah.
And so by the end of the day, his knee looks like a fucking grapefruit.
Does it?
Yeah.
He has 3 knees right now, bro.
Oh,
He's got
really?
1 on the left and 2 on the right, or maybe vice versa. I forget which one is which. But
He did show me, like, he was like, oh, check it out, I'm bleeding. I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. You fucking hit the ramp real hard. But he
Yeah.
seemed alright with it.
Well, he thought he was, and then he wasn't.
weird when you keep playing on it all day, though. It starts to get a little upset with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that in and of itself was challenging.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because we ended up taking a sub for the pool play match that we started. Shout out to Josiah for filling in and giving it his all, and trying to carry as a scout, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that makes more sense. I was trying to figure out why Josiah seemingly plays for every team.
Yeah, no, he was subbing for us for that.
Yeah, he's subbing for you tomorrow, by the way, Steve.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know.
I do look like a grapefruit, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased that we didn't finish on the floor of the round play
Like he did, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's cool, but at the same time, the team that did just 6-0'd us in the first pool play.
Did they finish? Who finished last in the pool play? They did.
Yeah.
And they
Loveland.
6-0'd you.
Yeah.
Oh no. They have, to be fair, they have improved significantly.
When they've fixed their lineup a little bit, moved some things around, Cody has definitely learned the maze to a
Yeah.
much greater extent. So he's just doing a lot of what I've seen, midfield farming and just learning the angles and beating people up on second floor a lot.
Yeah. So I'm not unhappy with how my team is doing. I mean, it's a fun team to play on, and there's it's one of those, like, there's a good spirit within the side, because if there wasn't, like, if the team were a bunch of dicks, there's a hell of a lot of national parks I could go and do instead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're covered with snow and shit, but
Whatever. I mean,
Snow's
I
make it
cool,
work.
man.
I would figure it out. I mean, I'm past the point of playing with people that are dicks and dealing with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's good fun. I'll be interested to see what we do with our 2 pool play matches tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see if Titch recovers enough to play, or if we're gonna end up needing to take a sub tomorrow. I think how that goes is gonna impact how tomorrow goes.
Hopefully he can play. I know
Yeah.
he looks like he's having such a ball, so...
Yeah,
And who knows who will be on the bakery's rotating cast of players whenever you have to face them.
yeah. So yeah. It's again. It's been a good time. It's been fun, if a little frustrating at times, like not finishing out matches that I thought we should have finished out. Again, arena of fine margins, and small mistakes get punished exponentially, and missed shots get punished exponentially, and we've unfortunately seemed to have a disproportionate amount of that as far as mistakes getting punished exponentially.
Yep.
Life goes on.
Well, we had some examples of that as well in our Cedar City match. So, in similar fashion, we also had a player with a bit of an injury. Doesn't seem as bad as Titch's, at least we're hoping not.
Yeah.
But, unsurprisingly, at a tournament, well, Steve hasn't gotten sick so far, but, surprise, Baden has gotten himself injured.
Shocking.
Pencil strikes again.
Yeah.
Our first game against Cedar City, not like that's an important match or anything like that.
Nope.
He takes his first step on the ramp, and he's like, ooh, I felt a little pop in that calf, the one that I injured a couple years back. So that was not great. A few things went wrong in that game. Was it the first game that we were on red, or we were on green the first game?
I was sitting out that game, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, you sat out that game. So we had a few issues that game. I didn't really know what was going on. I was playing medic. Venom was playing ammo at the time. It seemed like things were okay for a hot second, and then suddenly we had 5 people in a closet, and we got pushed downstairs, and the game didn't last too long after that.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So Baden obviously sat the next game, and we pretty much got rolled by them again, unfortunately. Although, getting small margins, a couple little mistakes. One is that at the start, I went to shoot across into the second floor from the red ramp to try to alleviate a little bit of pressure. I had a clean shot on Snuffles and Thunder, who were both turned to the sides. There was no way they were going to see me. But as soon as I take the shot, Venom stepped right in the way, so I ended up resupplying him. And so rather than... I'm not saying it was your fault. I'm saying you happened to be there. You happened to be there.
I just so happened to have put their whole team down by myself, and then lo and behold, DK has this perfect shot on the people I was using as resets to missile their medic!
You can't use those resets, they were up, bro. But I was trying to take the blame for the situation before you insinuate yourself into it. What a fucking asshole. Anyway.
Venom to the venom.
In any case.
What a dick.
Like, that was kind of a bad situation. Because, if I don't resupply him there, he probably gets everybody down. Because I'm pretty sure that's who Snuffles and Thunder were looking at was, oh shit, Venom's coming in. So that would have been, obviously, a bit of a turnaround.
A swing.
Yeah. And then when we got up to Funbox, Steve, you decided to take yourself a little journey.
No, I played a perfect game. Everyone else was to blame for my shenanigans. I'm finding that I'm making, because I haven't played Resupply this much ever, and I certainly haven't played Resupply at a tournament. So.
Our brand name is a fraud.
Yeah. But I'm finding that, I'm making rookie mistakes. Yeah. I'm making some mistakes that you get from inexperienced players, and it's really frustrating. It's frustrating for me, because I feel that I should be playing better. It's frustrating for my team because I think instead of flushing downstairs, I saw Scythe, who's on my team, and I'm like, I'll go over there by him. He was...
Not terribly unreasonable.
No, but it turns out he was in their resupply, killing them, and I basically went in and stood next to their resupply, I think.
Well, we got in, and the first thing Scythe said was, not a good idea, guys.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah, it's really, really frustrating. So these sorts of mistakes really cost you games. It's very, very, very frustrating.
Well, and especially in
True story, Scooney.
In this maze where the reality is most of the play is in a very confined space.
Yeah. Until you're hunting, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean most of the play in this maze really is the second and third levels, which is probably about between 2,000 and 2,500 square feet. I'm not converting that into non-freedom units because I can't do it in my head. If you're watching this, you're on the fucking internet. Put it into fucking Google.
Immediately trying to start a fight with people watching.
Yeah,
God damn it.
that's what I do.
Let me explain time zones.
Explain the metric system, bro.
But basically the fact that there's always anywhere between 8 and 12 people in a relatively confined space. It can just go so pear-shaped so fucking quickly.
Really quickly.
Because no team wants to be the first one that's like, shit, this didn't work, we got forced down, and to just sacrifice a couple lives to try to regroup. Because it's difficult to regroup, and it's kind of like admitting defeat in the opening stage of the game. So I had said this earlier on stream, that I'm not really used to the whole idea of going at that frenetic pace and letting people run real low and having people on low single-digit lives after the opening encounter, just hoping that the other team has taken more damage than you have, and they're going to blink first. Like, that's kind of what you have to do in this maze sometimes, but it's just very counter to what I've usually done.
Goes from claiming freedom units to getting angry at people on the internet. Such a Than move.
Yep, that's what I do.
Than with that 18-month sub. Shot, bro.
But, I mean, the good news is that Baden was well enough to play the next game, so in our first match in pool play against Loveland A, Steve nicely stepped aside so Baden could test out his leg, and he decided to play ammo for us, and things went pretty smooth, because, Baden just told me what to do and made me his bitch, and apparently that made me quite happy, so...
Hopefully we can find some cohesion going into the next couple of days.
Be helpful.
Hopefully Titch's knee isn't too swollen tomorrow, and hopefully Baden's calf feels good enough to put some weight on to move around, that he can stretch out and do some stuff, because... I mean, A, that he's able to play, and B, that he is able to play multiple positions. As much as I like having him back in ammo, but like, it could also be helpful for him to be in some, say, 3-hit rolls as well.
Yeah,
maybe,
a little bit.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly. So,
we'll
we're definitely glad we get to play Cedar again tomorrow, because I feel like we didn't exactly give them our best.
No, we didn't. They are a good team, though, so power to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not taking anything away from them. They full-on beat us. They deserve the credit for that. But, yeah, we weren't exactly throwing our best fastball on that one.
Yeah.
Stack Pancake sends people. They're not sending their best.
You come join us?
You gonna fall over the sofa again?
Nope, I'm coming around this time.
Amazingly, the man who was not injured despite his miraculous swan dive over the couch yesterday.
Yeah.
You made a joke on stream today, but it involved like clambering over chairs, and I legit thought you were falling off the stool. I was like, another one? True? Really?
Running from the cops.
Yeah.
Penalties are missing. I don't know. I recorded all the ones that people told me about. We'll talk about it tomorrow. It's fine.
How was your day?
Frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Very frustrated.
Yeah.
Getting in my own head way too much.
Right on.
We've all been there.
Today even. Pin all the penalties on Cody. If only life was that easy, I would do it all the time.
I'm down.
Yeah, I don't mind this idea. This idea sounds fucking fantastic, actually.
How did you Did you find you came out of the? I wouldn't say funk, but like that kind of thought space.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
You find out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. Exactly.
We had a good rebound.
Find out.
End of the day, that was a good last match. So hopefully we'll get some sleep, regroup, and come back ready to hit it tomorrow.
Is there a hot tub you guys could have used there to do the recap? Dude, I wish.
Man,
That'd be great.
I wish.
That
let's just all go get the tub, bro.
I think it's a tiny tub.
it is a tiny tub.
So
That's a
it'll
lot of
get
that.
real cozy.
Yeah, that's a lot of man feet. That.
Put your feet away.
Yeah.
Put some salt, y'all.
Get in the tub. Years less than you do, Tucker. Yeah, you're the biggest cheater.
That was a good humorous moment of the day, I will say. And that wasn't our first game against St. George where Venom was ammo. I was medic. I was calling for Venom to put me down so I could come up the red ramp without getting shot. Titch was reffing directly in front of me at the bottom of red. And after I said the second time, put me down, he apparently thought that I was talking to him and he just penalized me all of a sudden. And I was like, not you, dude.
That was so dumb.
And then he was just like, he immediately knew that he fucked up. He had the most hilarious look on his face. He's just like,
Oops.
I got penalized twice.
I just laughed
Because people
so-
thought
so
I was
bad.
chasing. So
You did?
yes,
I haven't had one yet, as I'm the best one.
Yeah, fuck off.
I've given out a few though. I should wield my power.
wow,
Yeah, and get all like power hungry.
unbelievable.
Yeah, start dishing out penalties. Steve just haven't been caught yet. Yeah, exactly right. Just this shit around the corners. Has Cody gotten any penalties yet? Probably.
yeah, a couple, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, like other bright spots of the day, big turnaround for the St. George team.
Yeah.
They, after getting 0 points yesterday, they came out all cylinders firing. Experimenting with the new lineup.
Yes, they did.
With Disco at heavy and Metalface at commander.
Yep.
Is this the game that you had?
This
that you
is
guys had?
this was like I think this was the first match we had of the day, and the first game went very well for us. It was like, yeah, sweet. And then the second game they switched Metalface to commander from heavy, and things clicked much better for them and did not click so well for us, and they won the match.
Yeah.
And good for them. But it was
You're not happy for them.
well, so obviously I'm frustrated at losing the game and losing the match, because the reality is we're the only team that did not win a match during the round play. So we won 3 games, but did not pick up a match. Okay,
Right.
fine, it happens. But from a overall tournament perspective, the fact that nobody escaped the rounds unscathed, but nobody finished the rounds zeroed.
Yeah.
From an overall tournament perspective, that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Not having a team clean sweep, cool,
Yep.
fantastic. Not having not having one team holding up the table with 0 points, fantastic. It's a much better overall tournament experience when you're not getting zeroed. Speaking as somebody who has been zeroed at a tournament, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It makes you question, like, do I ever want to bother doing this again?
Yeah.
Because, like, why? But
Yeah, because it's almost, especially if you do a bunch of training or whatever, or you feel like you have a decent team and you go and you get absolutely rolled, it's kind of heartbreaking. Like, and you're right. Like, you question, like, should we do, like, why do I do this to myself?
yeah, because I'm a fucking masochist. That's why.
Yeah.
But the point is, that hasn't happened to people, so
That's
let's
right.
bring the vibe up
That's
a little
right.
bit here,
Well,
gents.
no, this is good to set the table. But yeah, like, I get it, because, yeah, being in that boat as well. But yeah, the quality of the teams is pretty high, and also what's really cool, I really like the idea of splitting out the top half and the bottom half to kind of fit in like an extra like half of a round, and have like, have I think it's more important for the bottom teams to have the opportunity to get some wins against winnable opponents, because it doesn't make too much sense on a shorter tournament to just have them play, the top teams and get absolutely smashed again, unless
Because-
they are progressing. Like,
Yeah, and the kind of the secondary reality there is that they're going to get to play the top teams again when the round robin starts.
Yeah.
Because like that's just how that's going to go, and getting games that are potentially a little more even. It's probably going to be a little more fun.
Yeah.
And it gives you more chances to figure things out and tweak things without being like, well, we tried this one strategy against a top team and we got absolutely rolled. And then you try something different that might work better, but if you still lose the game, you might come away not thinking that made a difference. Whereas, if you're playing a team closer to your skill level and you make an adjustment, and then either you win the game or it's like way closer and the game lasts a lot longer, you kind of might be onto something there. So,
question in chat: do you guys see WTC having more teams playing? Is there a max number of teams you'll cap for the tournament? Honestly, I think 8 for this type of tournament is ideal, because again, you've got the reality that for this type of regional in quote tournament, even though it has turned out to be a completely not a regional tournament. If by regional you mean the world, because we got 4 fucking countries,
most internets we've had in 3 years, basically.
Yeah.
So these type of tournaments are typically never going to be able to get the time commitment from a facility that a full nationals is, and there's just a timing math reality that 8 teams is a good cap with how we run tournaments, with it being you do match play 15-minute games from each color. Now granted, there haven't been too many games that have gone to time in this maze, but
there were a lot more today than were the day before, which is why I told people you can't count on fast elims carrying you to keep ahead of schedule.
Oh, and Tucker, yep, lesson learned, 8 is max. I'm glad that actually kind of seeing the why makes it make a little more sense, because I know there were some discussions in the lead up about, hey, maybe we can have 9 teams, that were kind of like, no, math, it doesn't work. Stop it.
Especially like over 4 days. You can push it out if you're playing over 5, but it's too short a time period.
Pretty much.
I think I can't remember if I had a rant about it last night, but
rant away, Steve-O.
It's
why
our
show.
That's why it's so important that people who say they're gonna play actually commit to playing the full tournament, because when those people don't, not only do you take games away from traveling players, like being able to physically play against your team, you also take away the opportunity for other people to come and play the game. It's a real shame that there has been a large portion of players that have decided they either didn't want to play games today, or didn't organize their shit before they got to the tournament and committed to playing, and then said that they couldn't. It's unacceptable, man. Like if you're gonna commit to playing, like be there for your team and be there for the rest of the community, because some people actually missed out on this tournament because they didn't have spots.
Because people committed to playing and then dropped. It's not fair. So, I think I had an angrier rant about it yesterday, but yeah.
Today, Steve, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
No, I'm still mad. I'm just knackered.
Yeah. You can tell from how itchy my eyes are that I think that shit's kicking in. So
Stuff's about to get loose on a resupply. You're gonna try and play games, but your knees decided to want to double in size. The pencil struck again.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's
we hope that it can kind of come down a bit. Pour some beer on it. You'll be sweet. You want to travel the furthest?
Yo, is that a fucking rock?
Maybe. I think so, actually. Yes, I'm further than the Brits. Maybe not the Germans.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Germany and UK are like right next to each other.
That's true, they are. Like, it's basically the same country.
I think they went to war all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
All you need is the shotgun. You be good.
Get off my land.
Back the way you came, boy.
Hold on, we got Pepperidge Farm Josh over here.
Turn that. Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Shit.
I'm using that as my wallpaper.
Bad idea, guys. Bad idea.
Bad idea, guys.
Oh, tail for layer. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Hello. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Stats are all done and unlocked. Should we have a look-see or nah?
Nah.
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 Screw you. Watch this.
Nah. People want stats, they can go to lfstats.com and look at it for themselves.
Yeah, go to
Exclamation-
lstats.com.
Exclamation stats and chat if you want to check out the stats from today. Kudos to the organization who set up WC, made it look well organized. Yes, massive shout out to Sergeant Tucker. He's done a very, very good job. Everyone's having a mean time. Thanks, Molly. Yeah, it's been pretty good. My only gripe would probably be choose a better way to format your tournament schedule, because the way you chose
Was terrible.
doesn't make any sense.
It was pretty terrible. That's accurate. Yeah.
You had like, oh great, I'm gonna have to show you the spreadsheets at some point because you will lose your shit. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, no, and I'm gonna echo like, people do need to, thank Tucker for stepping up to do this.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen otherwise,
That's
so
Yeah,
if y'all got complaints, you can get fucked.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
the reality is that typically doing any sort of organizing for these is a relatively thankless task because I did this for 20 years. And so when somebody new wants to step up and actually do a thing, you let them step up and do a thing. And there's always like the first one you do, you're never quite sure everything that you can actually delegate and what you actually have to keep within your hands.
Right.
But that's a learning experience, and you don't get the learning experience until you do your first, second, third, fourth, fifth ones. So so people do need send Tucker a message, to tell him in person, thank him for actually stepping up to do the thing.
True story.
So yeah.
Literally tell them, get fucked, nerds. You're so worried about it all, but now you're gonna make other people do shit, or they won't have a tourney. Yeah. Plus, people want to help. I think you give people small jobs, they feel
Small jobs.
included. Yeah, it's nice.
And sometimes they don't. But then you're like, all right, well, fine. Don't help then.
While we're doing shout outs, I would very much like to shout out to all the people who pick up the slack on the microphone during the day. Everyone that has a go at either commentating or just having a chat to you guys out in chat. All that stuff's super helpful and keeps people engaged, which is really, really cool. You're going to have a bath and pass out? Right on, dude.
Have fun with that, Tucker. Have fun passing out.
Wait. That means the Tucker's going to try to get a head start on sleep relative to the rest of us. We can't let him win that race.
You better be watching us in your bathtub. Yuck.
Don't want anybody having a sleep edge.
Anyway.
Sleep is a great idea. I'm gonna go crash shortly because I'm fucked. New Zealanders spray protesters with the hose and tell them to get off the lawn if they aren't going with the flow. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Strange. Why can't you until the morning? Are you working, Jarrett? I think he is working.
Might be.
It's rough.
He's a fucking wild man.
It's problematic.
Everyone did great on stream. Keep you engaged. Seeing players you haven't seen in a long time, dude. It's so good. Like, yeah, I can't. I harp on about it constantly, but like, I love this shit. Like, I know that this is what I would want if I was watching at home. I would want to be able to talk to people at the tournament and kind of feel included, even though like it is kind of painful because you're not. But if anything,
FOMO.
it will FOMO you into coming to the next tournament. Ahoy, Lucy! How was your guys' tournament over in the Czech Republic? There's a whole Czech Republic scene. It's dope. Work-life goals. Yeah.
Do not break the chair. Do not break the chair, guys.
Security deposit.
We know your track record with furniture.
Usually he's falling over it, but you know.
Hold on. No, I'm gonna make sure I got this.
Strategically place the camera like overlooking the staircase.
You know what I knew about a stream, man? 2 tournaments at the same time.
Night Tucker. We'll see you tomorrow, bro. But yeah, today's been really funny. You're not showing up until 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow. You get a solid 7 or 8. Crazy.
Well, guess we know they're having a sub first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else do you guys want to kind of go over? Do we need to touch on anything else?
No, I think we've recapped today appropriately.
Yeah,
and-
Tucker's trying to get a head start on sleep on us, so, you know.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that asshole.
Yeah. All right. Look, it'll be short and sweet one today. It was okay. You placed 8th out of 11. It was individuals in Revolver, modified dead aim. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Tomorrow we will be starting an hour earlier. I think I put 8 a.m. in the Discord. So
It was originally scheduled to be 8 a.m. We pushed it back by an hour. We didn't really want to push it back like the full 2 hours because we do still have quite a bit to get through. We want to finish pool play and at least get some of the finals blocks of that way tomorrow. Because we don't want to be pressed for time on Thursday at all because they actually do have to open in the afternoon.
see you, Jarrett. Have a good one, bro. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
That'll happen. Wrap it up.
What were we talking about?
Just wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Oh, start time. Yeah, we will be starting an hour earlier tomorrow. And we were going to finish earlier. Not going to finish earlier.
We're gonna play as long as it takes. Like probably we'll try for a similar day where we get essentially like 4 blocks of matches done.
Well, we have to finish 2 blocks for the flights.
Yeah.
And then so I'm assuming we're gonna do 2 blocks lunch and then we'll start the
Correct.
and then we'll start finals.
So we'll probably just be going in order, and it'll be 1v8, 4v5,
Yeah.
3v6, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll at least knock out probably that first initial set of finals matches, and maybe a bit more than that. I'll double check on the schedule how many we actually need to get through. But yeah, if we could like only have maybe like 6 or 7 to finish on Thursday.
It'd be much better.
Yeah, even 7 might be pushing it if we're only supposed to have 8 hours. And I mean, I know that sounds like a lot of time, but it really isn't when finals starts happening because the games slow down. There's more discussion. It takes longer to load people in because teams will have like just come out of a game and it's probably pretty intense, so they need a bit of rest. You're trying to pull in different refs, so
It'll take a little bit of time.
yeah. So long story short, we'll push through as much as we reasonably can tomorrow.
Yeah, single or double elim for.
It's double.
Double.
It is
so,
double. Okay.
So that's the other thing is that we're getting in this sort of half round, and by having a double elim tournament that all teams are involved in.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're still getting the equivalent roughly of playing at least 2 full rounds.
Yeah. Fenrir, drop in tomorrow. Drop in during the stream. Come watch some games.
This is Fenrir. Okay.
I think Cody's been hanging around in chat during the day when he's not playing. So
Yeah.
Yeah, or he's not Pokemoning.
he's not Pokemoning.
Fair enough.
Right. So we'll see you all bright and early. Thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget to check out the stats, lfstats.com. Come hang out tomorrow, watch some laser tag, and then we will be going into the final day. We will probably do another recap tomorrow, I would imagine.
I mean, they've been well received so far.
So far.
So why wouldn't we continue to,
Depends-
ride this horse bloody?
Depends how mad one or more of the co-hosts are about how the day went.
Yeah.
You could have you could have all 3 co-hosts mad. You could have 1 co-host mad. You could have 2 co-hosts mad. It'll be very interesting to see how tomorrow goes.
Tune in tomorrow and find out who's mad.
Possible send us some photos from inside the arena. We will try and do that. There's been some GoPro stuff shot, so I would imagine that some of those games will get turned into first person.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Probably / definitely not before the tournament ends. Though.
Oh, no, of course not. Those things take fucking hours to do.
Yeah, they do.
Late to the party. Oh, you got here just in time for us to finish up.
Yeah, so fuck you. You screwed up.
We will see you all tomorrow.
Or you can watch the VOD. Look, I'll be like that.
All that.
Mostly watch the VOD.
Day 2, end of day 2 recap. I have been Guy Next Door.
I've been CBDK.
And I've been Fan. How the fuck do I top?
Goodness me.
Fuck off.
Stevie Dickhead. How long did you... That's been rattling around the head for. That was amazing.
Oh, at least like 3.5 seconds.
Always remember to backtrack, kids. We will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Night.
CBDK.